Hello everyone, and welcome to my first video rune reading. So what we're going to be looking at is kind of your spiritual journey, past, present, and future. And you should have selected a pile. So pile 1, 2, and 3. This is sky blue kyanite, and we've got citrine, which is kind of my fave. And then this is tree agate. Love this one. Got it at Cosmic Fox. If you live in Georgia, give it a try. And we may, if we need to, pull a little bit of tarot. But here we go. So pile 1. So for past, you have Anzus. So this means the cosmic voice, the breath of life. I feel like so it's creation, right? So either you are having a lot of creative energy or recreated yourself, maybe circumstances kind of spawned a new you, which is always very exciting. So for the present, you have Pertho. This is literally the gambling cup. So, think about dice. It's chance. It's something is undecided, and we will have to do tarot on that. But yeah, so your right now is a little bit undefined, which in a way is kind of exciting. The message of this rune has a lot to do with exercising your own right to choose, which is very empowering. So, and then for future, we have Tiwaz. So this is spiritual warrior energy. This is... A lot of times when you see this, it's about your faith being tested, your convictions being tested. But if you have that conviction in what you believe or in what you're doing or where your path is directed, it means you will have success. It will be yours. So it's about victory. So it's very exciting. So let's find out more about your current energy of Pertho. I probably say them a little bit wrong, which is okay because the names have been a little bit lost and nobody knows quite what to say. Okay, so we got some cards out. So we have Four of Swords. Hopefully that focuses, you can see that. So this is, resting, meditation. You have the Star in reverse. You have the Queen of Cups and the Ace of Wands. So yeah, I feel like you're taking a time out right now. You are getting your shit together. And I think you're unlocking this energy of the Star, of being able to just like manifest whatever you want. Tap in, connect to the elements, to the earth, all that. That is something to be unlocked. I think you're very, grounded, centered in your emotions, like feeling confident, which is beautiful. And this is like fiery new start energy, right? Which makes so much sense. If you think about you're unlocking your star power and what you're going to move into as a spiritual warrior. Let me hold that up a little bit. Yes. So Anzus, Pertho, and then the Tiwaz. So if you're going to move into the spiritual warrior energy, you're certainly going to have to unlock your ability to manifest and make life whatever you want and be magical and have, let's turn it up, right? You're electric, y'all. You're the storm. You're standing in this pool of water, hands reaching up for you, or you're kind of impacting these hands that are reaching out. So maybe you're gonna unlock your way to help people, I think, too. So that's very cool. And we're gonna get yeah, I'm gonna do one thing for y'all to meditate on, because since you got that 4 of Swords there. So one thing pile 1 needs to meditate on. So you got empath, and also this is, so orange is the sacral chakra. And if you'll notice here, your Queen of Cups with her, she's just radiating some sacral energy to me with her stance there. So yeah, I think meditate on your sacral chakra for sure. This card is about, the story behind it is about just, you're going on a journey, and the rock, you find this rock wall that you can't get past, and so you find your way around it. So it's about not letting the obstacles stop you. You're capable of getting wherever you're trying to get. You just might have to find another way. And then I have to use my new deck. Is the Divine Circus Oracle, and I am deeply obsessed. So I have to use that. This will be a message for you guys. And I might have to read out of the book if it's one that I haven't already read. So there's that. Message for pile 1. Well, okay. Like 5,000 cards flipped over. That's just not going to work for us. One card, please. Ah, there we go. Oh, okay. Steampunk Princess. You guys are fiery. I like that. Okay. I am going to read just like a little bit. And that's a 7. 7 is so, in numerology, it's such a spiritual, connected with a higher power energy in that number. So that is relevant and really, really cool. So the message: 1, 2, 3, trust in what you see. 4, 5, 6, the truths behind the trick. 7, 8, 9, clarity divine. You shall see what you need to see at the perfect moment it shall be. Okay. So this card, basically, like, it has a whole lot more to say, of course. But it comes to you when there is more to something or someone than initially meets the eye. You might need to look closer to understand what is happening, or to trust in what you are already perceiving. Even if a part of you doubts it because the truth of the matter in such cases would be so at odds with superficial appearances. So yeah, it's about the truth behind the illusion. And I got this big feeling that this is about y'all. Like, this is finding, no reflection, please. This is seeing the truth behind the illusion within yourself, which makes sense, again, about unlocking that star energy, about finding this time of Peritho, this time of the unknown, and really searching so that you can move into that spiritual warrior energy, the energy of helping others and having victory. So you're gonna have to maybe do a little shadow work, but just find out, like, take some time, meditate. What are you hiding from yourself? Stuff like that. And then, because I just cannot, I just love all my cards, we're gonna have just an advice card, just like, it's my spirit animal deck. Oh yes, this is one of my favorites. So trust in the divine detours, again, so relevant. Detours, trust in the divine detours. They're taking you where you need to go. They're teaching you the lessons that you need to learn to become all that you can be. And hello, number 16, which reduces to 7, again, numerology, just super spiritually connected. And the coyote spirit is pretty associated with Sacred Clown. If you don't know about Sacred Clown, I highly encourage you to Google it. You might be one. Look into that. All right, but that's all I have for pile 1s. Thank y'all so much for watching. I'll have more, and we'll be kind of moving into 8 or 9 rune spreads per pile, but this was just my baby step to kick me off. All right, so thank you. All right, so pile two, the citrine here. Past, present, future. So past, Hagalaz, hail, destruction. Let me hold this up. This is the thing that breaks you. And the message of this rune is don't fix the thing that's breaking you before it breaks you. You need this. It hurts like a motherfucker. I know, because this is my past rune as well. But maybe we'll get you some tarot stuff to kind of help with that and understand that. So for present, you have Wunjo. This is harmony and laughter and joy. This is happiness. You are happy right now. A lot of the hard things that you went through, you've come out of them, and you're just feeling light, like the chains broke away and you're just feeling really good. So what you're moving into, or your future of your spiritual journey, is now these, which this is craving, hunger. There's a feeling of like frustration or being unsatisfied that goes with this rune. And that's okay, y'all. That is the natural progression. So usually you have this hunger before transformation, I think, is the sequence of the runes. You want more, you want everything. I got this rune when I was so thirsty for like knowledge. I wanted to learn about numerology and like tarot and runes and religion and so many things, and I just there literally wasn't enough time, and I couldn't learn it fast enough, and I was frustrated. I just wanted to download all the knowledge that I wanted. So it's only negative in the way that it's a little bit frustrating. You're not getting exactly what you want, but that is okay. It helps you grow. So we're gonna get I guess, yeah, let's pull, because we did it for the first pile, so let's pull at least one tarot card. Let's pull a card for the 90s. So your future energy that you're moving into. Yep, makes sense to me. So we have, so reflective, these cards. So temperance. So this is just, be patient, make sure you're balanced. The things that you want, they're coming to you. Just trust in that. It's okay to want more. It's okay to want more now. It's like okay to feel the way you feel, but just if ever you have that overwhelming frustration, just trust. And then you got the 10 of Cups, which it's about, wrapping up a cycle. So I feel like I might have to pull one more room for y'all and see what comes next after that. But I feel like it's gonna be blessings. I feel like it's gonna be beautiful. And so I'm gonna pull one card from my chakra deck about a lot of times when we move out of something really hard and we move into something that feels so much better, we ignore something that we really need to heal. So I'm gonna see if I can get one thing that y'all maybe need to heal. One thing for pile 2 to heal. Well, all right. So we got despondence. The girl in the purple shirt is just feeling like really despondent and depressed. And she, I believe this is the correct story for this card. If I'm wrong, sorry. But she kind of like prays to the mother, like, what do I do? How do I fix it? And the mother tells her, take a shower, brush your teeth, eat a sandwich. And she does, but she still feels despondent. And then suddenly, I think there's like a neighborhood fire or something, and she just finds out this kid's in danger, and she rushes in to save the kid. And it was, somebody needed something, snapped her into action. But for y'all having this card, like, I think you might have a little spiritual bypassing going on, and that's okay. It's not something to keep doing, but it's something to think about. Spiritual bypassing is where you're just you use happiness to cover up what hurts, right? And it'll always hurt. It'll always be there under the surface if you don't face it. So then we got confusion, which the beautiful thing about this card is, so the lady or man, whatever, in the purple, whoever's standing here, very confused and distraught and like doesn't know what to do, and she doesn't see the universe wrapping its arms around her and caring after her. This card has come to me several times with the message of you're never alone. You're never alone. And that's something to remember as you like face your fears or your hurt, like that pain, that darkness that you went through. And renewal. So beautiful. I kind of feel like if y'all want to meditate on something, meditate on your root chakra. This card has to do with that. But you went through the dark night of the soul. You went through the phoenix fire, and now you're being renewed, and the flowers are blooming, and the sun is shining, and you're breathing it all in, and that's beautiful. I'm happy for you. And we're gonna get a message from you, or for you, Divine Circus Oracle deck. I'm literally obsessed. Okay. Message for pile 2. Okay then. Sacred Fool. I love this. I'm going to read an excerpt out of the book because I don't all the way remember it, but I do remember, well, I'll just read it to you because it'll be much more beautiful that way. I promise. Let's see. So this is the number 28 too. I want to talk about that a little bit. You can't see it. There, you can see it. So 28 is, in numerology, you would reduce that to 10. Which reduces to 1, obviously. So 1 is about independence, the individual, like it's very strong you energy. And 0s, if you care to know, is about the infinite possibilities. So there's that. Okay, Sacred Fool. Imagine a life free from concern about the opinions of other people, a life where you feel brave enough, free enough, trusting enough to play the fool, to make a choice even if it seems illogical, unreasonable, daring, or downright foolish. Cast aside sensible opinions and poker faces. The Sacred Fool invites you to live unafraid, to take a risk and step away from the confines of what seems sensible and logical in life. I once heard a quote, and I don't remember where it was from, but it was saying, you will never, in order to gain wisdom, you have to be willing to play the fool. And I think, yeah, this is the perfect time. But if you just came out of this energy, y'all just be bold, like be brave, be you, make a mistake. You're gonna learn something. Everything that you learn, you can use later in life. There's no reason to be afraid of it. And sometimes people think that you're like being foolish because they can't see your path, and that's the path you're meant to be on. Also, the Fool is a lot about truth. So in olden times, he was the only person that could tell the king the truth because he didn't have to worry about his political future or whatever. He was the fool. So like oftentimes indirectly he would tell the king the truth, like with, in a play or in a monologue or whatever. But so this card is a lot about speaking your truth, which is certainly important. And then from my spirit animal guide, we're just going to get like one piece of advice. Yeah. One piece of advice for pile 2. I resonate super hard with this pile. Yep. Nothing is wasted. Nothing, like, no matter how it turns out, nothing is wasted. So, you know, let's see. I can't think of a good example right now. But if you want to lay in the bed and watch TV all day, that is not waste. That is rest and healing. Obviously, too much of anything is a bad thing, but if you put your efforts towards something and it doesn't work out, that's not waste. That was a lesson. Like, you learned from it, or you got the enjoyment of doing it, whatever, but nothing is a waste. And then for a little more number stuff, 6 and 3 is 9, obviously, and 9 is about wrapping up cycles, which again, I think that's what y'all are doing when you get to here, when you get to where you want everything and you feel unsatisfied. You can just know that that's going to be towards the end of your cycle, and like something new is right around the corner. And I said I was going to pull one more rune, and I feel like I really am. Well, okay. They don't want me to know what comes next after that. This is Rydal. So this is the journey. This is Thor's chariot. So this is leaving the known. So just, you know, sometimes that's scary, and sometimes we cling to the past and I don't want to go. But go, you know, leave the unknown. Whatever you find, it will be worth it. Nothing is wasted. That's all I have for my pile 2s. This is my first rune video, obviously. The next one hopefully is gonna be 8 or 9 rune piles. So it'll be a little bit more in-depth and comprehensive, and maybe a little less tarot cards, but we shall see. So come see me again. Thank you. All right, pile 3. So you chose the tree agate, which, let's see how good you can see it. It's so pretty, man. Yeah, so they got past, present, and future of your spiritual journey. So this is I love this one. The axis of spiritual becoming. And in Nordic runes, kind of learning about them more and more, but so there's a world tree, and the process that you go through with all these ups and downs in life is that you're going up the world tree to kind of get that higher perspective, see the path, you go back down, you know, you walk the path out for a little bit, you apply what you learned, then you go back up. So this is kind of talking about that whole process. But I think in the past you had some kind of transformation, some kind of awakening, and let's see where you're at now. So this is Iwas. Very similar, different pronunciation. This is about, I think it literally means horse, but it's about that kind of trust and harmony and bond that is between a horse and its rider. So this could be with you and another person, or this could be you within yourself, just like coming to terms with yourself and feeling complete, and feeling like you can trust yourself and just being more whole. So that's super beautiful. And what's next is Thorizas. So this is Thor's hammer. This is a very brute force, like primal raw energy from the universe kind of force. It can be used for destruction or protection. It did not come out reversed, so that is awesome. If it came out reversed, I'd be saying different stuff. but yeah, I think, so what this means to me is, so maybe you're using this energy to protect yourself, your family, your loved ones, whatever. Maybe you're using it to destroy something that you don't need anymore. So it doesn't have to be hateful, or anything like that, but like maybe you're severing some stuff, or like destroying some habits that don't serve you and stuff like that. And we're gonna do a little tarot. So tell me more about this Iwas, this present energy. Yeah, just like maybe a little bit of insight on what's going on. Okay, so you have the Four of Pentacles. It's a very grounded energy. And you have the King of Cups in reverse. So the King of Cups is like really in charge of his emotions. I feel like, doesn't he look like he's been through some shit? So yeah, so he's reversed though. I wanna know why. I wanna know, so if you're, you're in this time of, such harmony and like being fulfilled, so I feel like this is something we need to pick at. So why is the King of Cups in reverse? Let me know more about that. Okay, so we got the Devil and Death. So I think so the Devil is addiction, and this could be anything. This could be addicted to codependent patterns. This could be addiction to a substance, obviously. This could be like addiction to, I don't know, something that's not good for you. And death, ending that cycle. So I think that's the only thing that's the missing puzzle. And if you'll recall, the missing piece of the puzzle, sorry. If you'll recall, this is the energy you're moving into. So I think like right now, maybe you're kind of hiding this from yourself, or just not dealing with it yet. You've shut down your emotions about this particular thing. But this rune is about the power to destroy, like I said, maybe things that aren't serving you. So we need to maybe think about that, spend a little time on it. We're gonna do for my chakra, as soon as I find it, chakra oracle deck, figure out maybe a little bit more of what's this thing that you need to destroy or break away from, end. So many, they were trying to come out, but they did not. Okay. So like first we got this card. I feel like this is saying like, you need to find balance. You need to look at yourself and whatever this thing is objectively, so you can see it clearly. Like, look at it as if it's not about you, And we have trickery. So the story here, and this is your heart chakra, by the way. The story here is one of them is the tempter and one of them is the thief. But who's really the villain in this story? Is it both? Is it neither? This card always feels very shadow worky to me. I think definitely y'all should maybe do some shadow work. If you don't know what that is, there's so much stuff on the internet about it. A lot of it I think is misleading or just like sugar coated to the point where it's not helpful. So y'all you feel free to message me if you want my 2 cents worth about it. But maybe we'll figure something more out about that in just a second. And then the facade. So like my immediate reaction to this card always is like, what are you lying to yourself about? What kind of face are you putting on? What are you pretending to be? And maybe you're just pretending it to other people, but like probably you're pretending it to you too. This card also smacks of like inner child work. This is your solar plexus here. And I think a really great thing to do if you meditate, if you don't, I only do it a tiny bit. I'm working on it, but is to, while you're meditating, just like ask yourself. So just think about your solar plexus, think about that yellow light, you know, in the kind of stomach area, and just like see what kind of pictures come to mind, see what kind of feelings come up, and maybe that'll help you know like what to look at and where to go. We're going to get a message card for you guys from my Divine Circus Oracle, which is really my new deck for shadow work. So maybe that'll, yeah, what do you need to kind of shadow work stuff? Maybe we'll ask that. Okay. The Maven of Mask. But this is actually a really cool message. I'm going to read it for you, because it'll be way more elegant than I'm going to say it. But this is about try on some different masks, y'all. Like nobody, who's in charge of who you're supposed to be? Nobody, you know? So try on some different things, some different aspects of yourself. You're going to learn a lot about you, and it's going to be amazing and worthwhile. Another thing we have to talk about is this number here. Gosh, can you see that? It's 44. Yeah, 44. And 4s in numerology is about, it's a very reliable energy. It's a very, I don't know if you're into astrology at all, but it's like a very Taurus energy. I'm a life path number 4. And so it's about being like, you know, really dependable and sturdy and grounded and stuff like that. So yeah, do what you will with that info. The Maven of Mask. Who do you want to be? Try that self on for size. You might just discover another genuine facet of you beyond your known identity. The Maven of Mask tells you, act as you wish to be, and so you shall be. And like, just to insert here, I was talking about doing shadow work earlier, and part of that is to let yourself be a way that you, so what your shadow is like anything that you view as unacceptable but is you put in your shadow. So it doesn't all have to be negative, it can be positive too. But so this thing, it just like doesn't jive with how you think you're supposed to be, all the shoulds, all this stuff passed down from society. It doesn't fit for you into your ego, so you shove it in your shadow. And so this could be some way that like deep down, if you look at it, you know that you are. Let that part of you out. Let that part of you play. Let that part of you have the spotlight for a minute. If you want to discover new qualities in you, you're going to have to start somewhere. Believe, first of all, that you have undiscovered depths and diversity in you. Second, you have to play. Not play acting, but playing. See, inner child work. What is it like to show up for life as if you already have all the courage and sass you long for, and all the creativity and confidence you yearn for? See yourself as that person, as having those qualities. Otherwise, you are like a bird who has yet to fly. It is in you, but you have to have the faith first, and act as if you do. The bird who has never flown has it in him to fly, but he has to make the leap of faith to realize this for himself. So that's so beautiful. And now we're gonna get like 1 or 2 advice cards from my Spirit Animal Oracle. Oh, it has has a lot to say. Yeah. Time to let go. Free yourself up. So we got another, see this 3 and 1 that reduces to 4? Maybe you are seeing a lot of 4s. Maybe you're about to see a lot of 4s. Maybe you should like Google number 4. But yeah, that has a message for you. And then elephant spirit, learn from the past. So this could be certainly learning from past experiences, but this could be about making more experiences, you know, too. But that is really all I have for you guys. My next rune reading is going to be using like an 8 or 9 rune spread. This was just my first little baby step in there. But I hope you guys will join me back for that, and hopefully more will be revealed. But I'll see you next time. Thank you.